Hey y'all, what's up? Happy Friday, happy Friday. Hope you all having a great week. And the start of your weekend, I myself having a good day. It was a great relaxing day. I watched some things and some shows to catch up on. And now we about to talk about Love Island. Yes, you see the thumbnail, season 7, episodes 1 and 3. And we will watch episode 4 tonight after this live. So if you on Discord, follow me there and we will watch the 4th episode. So what you think about the cast so far and what you think about the drama that's starting to view? And we got a lot to talk about. So this is 3 episodes. Oh yes, we're gonna go in and we're gonna talk about it. And I'm not gonna shortchange y'all. So we know about everything that's happened. However, before we get to that, more tea still from Real Housewife of Atlanta, and I want to bring that up. Yeah. Hey Casey, how you doing, boo? All right, that's fine. As long as you through and you came and you listening. Hope I can help you get through your work day by listening. So like that. And thank you for coming through. We're gonna talk about some more tea that spilled for Real House of Atlanta, and then we're gonna get into everything that's happening about Love Island. All right. So let's get into that before we start. To give people a chance to come in. So in the beginning, people will take a while to come in. So hey, shine bright like a diamond. You're beautiful like diamond in the sky. Listen. Oh, y'all know if y'all didn't see my Real House of Atlanta review, please follow through and go to it. Last night I had a good time. Matter of fact, let me post it here, just in case somebody want to go to the link. Because we had a good time. We talked about the tea that happened last night, and we talked about the episodes, the last 2 episodes, 12 and 13, and we had a blast. It was a key, and we had a blast. I know I did. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Hope y'all make y'all laugh, and just have a good time. Hey, Empress Boo, what's up? Let me just post it right now. Real Housewives review. All right, I posted it. So if y'all did not see it, you can watch it. Click on the link and you can watch the live. All right, so y'all remember last night that Archer Way filmed the reunion. Kid came out, made her statement saying that she regret what she did. Like apologized again. She apologized multiple times. I mean, whether you feel like it's sincere or not or took accountability, she apologized multiple times. It is what it is. She said it multiple times. I don't care what y'all think. She apologized. So say it again. Right after that, not long ago, BB sent her little statements and revealed or dropped the bomb to saying that the photo was not her. She didn't say much. The photo was not her. Not only that, she did not tend the reunion. So we're not gonna see BB or we're not gonna see Kenya because Kenya was disinvited. And so I already told you last night I'm not watching the reunion. It's done. I don't care. I don't care. It was good. I don't care the drama. It was great. I don't care if people tweeting about it. I'm not watching it. It don't make no sense. So that's that. And then we got some tea today. Oh well, I don't know, probably this morning because I saw everybody start tweeting, making videos about it. They be on quick. And I say, you know what? Since I'm doing my live, I might as well talk about it. Since I really don't do Mission Social Credit that much that I normally do. Let me do it right now before Love Island. Give people a chance to get the tea. All right, let me just drop it on here. Not only did she not attend the reunion, which is a whack move for a newbie to do, she dropped the bomb on us about the photos that Kenya showed on the episode is allegedly not her. I'm gonna say allegedly because we on the assumption that was her, but basically we can't see the picture. We don't know the picture. It's not gonna be shown to us. So according to her, she saw the picture recently, and it's not her. So that's that. Now, guess what, y'all? She filed a lawsuit against Bravo. Y'all heard that right? She filed a lawsuit. If it's not for anything, BB made history in history of Housewives. As a newbie, to not show up the reunion, dropped the bomb and filed a lawsuit against the network that she just joined for this season. She made history, whether you like it or not. And it's going to be talked about for years to come. To how she was so bold as ever to do all of this stuff as a newbie. So I may not see her next season, and I pretty hope she signed her fate already. She signed her fate. Nobody will want to take a risk on her anymore. And Bravo, you felt effed up by doing so. But let's read what they say so we can get throughout this, and we can go to Love Island when y'all came here for. All right, so Real Housewives of Atlanta star BB has sued Bravo for $20 million, accusing the network of defamation, intentional infliction of emotional distress, sexual harassment. I wonder if she has a case. I don't know. I don't think she really does, but it's like crazy how she just went on with that, and because she played along with it, sexual harassment and fostering a hostile work environment. I mean, the hostile work environment. A lot of people say that because at the end of the day, when she was saying, "You gonna learn today," can you feel like she felt unsafe? They told this investigation. It was no firearm, so it's okay. So she is all right for her to be in there. So you could say that she had a case in there, even though it's worse against her because she played a part on it. But y'all forcing a hostile work environment because y'all let this girl make all these threats, and what? You still let her continue the film. All right. So Edie, 37, who joined the reality series in its 16th season, filed a lawsuit on Thursday in the New York State Supreme Court. Bravo's parent company, NBC, and production companies True Original and Endemol Shine North America are also named as defendants. In the filing seen by The Independent, the reality star allegation stems from the incident that occurred during June 6, 2024 taping of the show and the subsequent airing of The Moment on an April 2025 episode. In the season's 5th episode titled About Last Night, former RHOA star Kenya Moore celebrated the grand opening of a hair spa with longtime co-stars Peach Juice, Cynthia Bailey, Drew Sidora, and new castmates Edie, Shamina Morton, Kelly Farrell, and Angela Oakley in attendance. Hold up. Upon arrival, Edie, who had sparred with Moore early in the season, attempted to make peace by gifting her a bouquet of flowers. Moore, however, rejected her apology, leaving Edie to bow out an event early. In the absence, Moore proceeded to slam her and accuse her of looking for a moment, saying, "I am going to pay her dust," which I feel like you should continue to pay her dust at that moment, but we're here now. Moore then brought out a poster board with the words, "Who is this hoe?" across the top. Below were explicit images, supposedly of Edie, which were blurred out, that she said obtained with the help of an investigator. That reacted in horror and shock, the other woman told Moore that she had gone too far before walking out. The episode ended with a title card that read, "Based on Kenya's behavior, the decision was made to cease filming with her this season." Appearing on the episode of Tamara Hall's show on November last year, Moore insisted that she was not fired from the show, claiming that she is still under contract and I am still employed of the network in the show. That's what I'm saying. Everybody keeps saying she got fired. I said she said in that statement they said it was cease filming her with this season. If she was permanently fired, they would say they would cease filming her periodly if she's no longer working here. That's how I would make a statement if I was saying, listen, she's no longer part of this network. However, according to people, Moore will not appear in the upcoming season 16 reunion episode as sources claim she was invited, which I feel like that's a dumb idea to do because I feel like if you had invited Kenya and BB was there and everybody else was there, then that reunion would have been rated highly because everybody wanted to see how this plays out. See, y'all dropped the ball by doing all that, but whatever. But I guess they didn't know that BB was not going to show up. However, but if y'all had Kenya show up and y'all announced that she was going to be at the reunion, don't you think that ratings been on good for that reunion? And If she was there and BB was there, I would have watched the reunion. But now I'm not watching it. It is what it is. What's the point? I would probably low key probably would watch it if BB was still there and see how that goes. But since she's not there, what's the point? I don't care. And I don't even care for BB, but still. Um, on Thursday, Edie shockingly denied the photos were of her. I do want to set the record straight about one thing. The graphic sexual photo surrounding the events in episode 5 she wrote on Instagram story. That photo was not me. She explained, as the episode makes clear, I did not see the photo at the time. Rather, I was made aware of the photo being presented at the event. And based on what I was told, assumed that it was a photo of me, which is why I reacted in the way I did. I don't know why you just gonna go by hearsay and not get your own investigation done. So before you realize it reacted the way you did that way, girl. I did not know who was in the photo, but upon seeing it the first time recently, I know it wasn't me. Edie lawsuit describes more actions as defamatory, harassing, and damaging. More representatives did not immediately respond to the independent's request for comment. Moore also displayed posters containing written, false, and defamatory statements regarding the plaintiff and her occupation. The documents reads, as well as explicit photographs depicting a woman engaged in graphic sexual conduct. The cast member falsely claimed that the photograph depicted the plaintiff. The documents additionally accused the defendants of willfully, intentionally, recklessly, and or with gross negligence. What was that? Producing, editing, and airing the episode, which falsely yet mistakenly implied that the graphic sexual photograph presented by the cast member depicted plaintiff. So she blamed us like y'all knew that it wasn't me, but y'all still aired it and forced to mislead that area public that it was Edie. And I'll say, girl, Bravo, y'all messed up by making on this lady because she airing all y'all out. Whether it's true or not, because I don't know if she's lying then or lying now, because she was on this expression, we don't know, press tour and everything, say that this will happen. Yes, this why she would do that. Or so now all of a sudden she will say, no, this not wasn't me, and then she's suing them. Now, whether she go win or not, I don't know, because Nene, she was a prime time person, not Bravo, and she didn't win. So I don't know why you think you gonna win, girl. But information and belief. Defendants knew that the photograph did not. Well, we'll see how this goes. Did not depict plaintiff, or at least were reckless or grossly negligent in failing to learn the photograph did not depict plaintiff that filing claims. And I said, if it wasn't her and y'all allowed the episode to air, y'all should have just let that go and just cut that episode off or cut that screen and say, listen, we ain't showing nothing. It claims that despite Edie's repeated requests that she had been shown the photograph before the episode aired, defendants refused to do so. Now, I do feel like that. Why not show her? Why did I show her? Why did I show her? Because if I was supposed to be shown, even though I probably would not be embarrassed by it, like I said, I did what I did. Listen, we all grown adults. It is what it is. It happened. I had to live with that. Fine. It is what it is. However, if that was picture was shown to me and I want to know who it is and I wasn't in the scene and y'all show the episode, why not show me? What is it hiding for? Now, I don't care about BB, but I do understand that if the picture was supposed to be for me, let me see that photo. And why just now showing me the photo after numerous attempts on me asking for it? So I want to know how many times did Brett let men take pics of her in that position, because if she didn't even see the pic, why was her reaction to be so extreme? Exactly. You didn't see it, but you reacted so harshly. You lost your license because of her. You did this. You almost destroyed. Now I got to tell my mother that. I said, listen, your mom is grown. How you got here? How we all got here? We ain't get here by thinking of dropping a hat and you just blessed you pregnant. No, they did some things. All this commotion, and up to now, we probably didn't even see the public pick. Only people there at the event saw it. Exactly. They saw it. We didn't see it. We don't even know nothing. So we want to go by what her words. So she could be lying or not. But at the end of the day, I don't know. She going through along with this. So listen. It is ridiculous that she was going through all that and the poster wasn't her. And I guess she found that now because now they finally showed her the picture. Now she want to clear the air. And this is now real time. She's suing real time. And this thing happened a year ago. So she recently just got the picture. So y'all was holding on to this photo for all this long time and not showing this lady? The Independent has contacted Bravo, NBC, True Original, and Endemol Shine for a comment. Edie is seeking the immediate removal of the episode from public access on all platforms, networks, and media outlets in the defendant's control, as well as public statement from the defendants that Moore's comments about Edie in an explicit photograph shown were false. I mean, might as well just pull the episode. I mean, two, this clears up. They might as well do good faith on it, but whatever. She is also seeking a monetary award to be determined at the trial, punitive damages and legal fees. Should defendants fail to appear within, judgment will be entered by default for the sum of not less than $20 million with interest in the cost of fees of this action. The final states they're gonna show up. They're not losing that money. They're gonna show up. They better. They're gonna show up. She may lose this case, but they got to show up. Nah, we ain't losing that $20 million. That's that. So let me know your thoughts about that. I just wanted to share that because this new tease dropped today. Now everybody's talking about it. So it won't be right for me not to talk about it myself as well. Even if I didn't do a separate video. I ain't feel like doing a separate video. I wish this came out yesterday so we could talk about it, but I know she dropped things in stages. All right. Hopefully no more news, girl. All right. But we'll see how this goes. And y'all let me know how y'all feel. People who replay games, if you watch it over, let me know how you feel and all that because it's crazy. It's crazy. And like I said, one thing, she made history because she will be talked about for a while now. And how bold she is doing as a newbie, I know Bravo is windmilling. I know they're windmilling. They're like, what? Women in the air. I said, what the hell? We freaking banked on this chick and she gonna play us like that? Yeah, that's what you get. That's what you get. Like I said, yes, Kenya was still wrong. I'll keep saying that for what she said and showed the explicit photo. She's still wrong. But it was under the guise that it was the castmate. So I think she would have been suspended no matter what because which the nature of the photos. However, y'all went on radio station telling us that it was good. Y'all did an investigation that y'all know it was her. So if it was, either a lot of y'all dropped the ball. Whether she lying or not, is the ball is dropped in all the way because it looked bad no matter what. How you look at it. If she telling the truth, it looks bad. If she lying, it looks bad. Because at the end of the day, y'all banked on this lady, and now she's a liability for the company. So y'all better not come on back. She a liability. And if y'all did what y'all did when she said y'all gonna learn today, I have a whip pistol for girls like you, then we wouldn't have to go on all of this. Kenya probably still be here. She will represent it, or Kenya not here, and then she won't be here. Then you can move on. You won't have lawsuits and anything else. Maybe she still will, whatever. But it is what it is. All right, let's get over this, guys. We're gonna talk about Love Island now. Yeah, I can't wait to find the outcome as well. So, those of you who do not know what the contestants are for season 7 of Love Island, let me show you the picture. I found a great picture that shows everyone. So, when y'all talk about them, y'all know who I'm talking about. Keep in mind, I won't be showing the picture, I don't think every time, but we'll see how it goes. Y'all see me? Yeah, all right. All right, so season 7. Like I said, if y'all don't remember, I started my journey of Love Island. I do have the playlist on my YouTube channel. So if you ever go back to my reviews of Love Island season 6, go ahead. Because I talked about it. Even though I was late to the party because everybody was talking about it. And I never heard of Love Island until last season. Because everybody and their mother was tweeting, posting things about the show. And I said, so what was going on last season that make it so great that people didn't talk about it? Because all before that, I haven't seen no tweets, nothing. Even though the show has been on for a while, I haven't seen no tweets, no videos, nothing like that about the show until last season, and it is blowing up. It just blew up. So I decided to watch it afterwards with some of my Mizzies. Hey, Mizzies, how you doing? And we watched it together. And it's every summer, starting in June. The episode airs like almost every day, except for like one day a week. And then one day a week is the After Sun. I don't watch the After Sun reviews. I don't watch the show, the After Sun. I watch just the episodes. And this year, Wednesdays would not have a new episode, but every day of the week besides Wednesday and that Saturday episode After Sun will be a new episode. So that's the shows we're going to talk about. And it is great. I think it's a 6 weeks process. And each episode is like an hour long. Because I think last season was like 30-something episodes, and each episode was at least about an hour or more. So it was long as hell. And we watched all that, and I gave my review. The only thing about it, and the reunion was horrible. Go through an amazing season for the reunion to be horrible. But whatever. It's usually like that. So here's the contestants for season 7. And last year was great. And I still like the cast members. They having an episode this summer of season 6, Beyond the Villa. If you want to get updates of the cast and what they are doing now. Like we know the 3 favorite ladies of the show last season, PPG, Serena, Janae, and Leah are still involved with the respective men of the season, Miguel, Cordell, and Kenny. And other people still hang out, like Liv and Taylor and Kendall. They all still hang out, support each other, and all that, so they still hang out. So that's that. All right. So you see the list. You have Shelly, top left. You have Bella. We have Olandria. You have Yulissa. Oh, we're going to talk about a little article about Yulissa when we get to the point when they stated something about her. You got Huda. We got Jeremiah. We have Ace. We have Austin. We got Taylor. And we got Nicholas. They were the starting people. Now, we do have bombshells that come throughout the season, which I don't think I'm going to be having pictures of these bombshells unless it's up there on Instagram or something like that. So, y'all just know it's some bombshells throughout the season that comes out and they add to the season and else like that. And it's going to be guys and girls. And hope that they mix up the bombshells. Because last season, they would do a lot of figure blonde bimbos. I'm sorry to say that. Because I was like, damn, y'all just love blondes, huh? Because they would come out of the woodworks. Everywhere direction. But let me stop. All right. So this is the people. Not like a bad looking cast. Not a bad looking cast. Like Shelly said, love all flavors. It's all flavors over here. But let's get into it. So they started off with Shelly and Olandria, the 2 girls to enter the villa. Y'all see the names. So I'm glad they had the names with the faces so y'all can picture who I'm talking about. They had Shelly and Olandria, 2 beautiful black queens that came through, gorgeous, nice body, came through, having a good time, enjoying it. They is on the villa. And I noticed that, yeah, people showcase that, because a lot of people started from last season, so they feel like this season was copying and biting off last season. But however, people who was veterans 2 season Love Island, knowing that they follow a certain casting type. If you look at the previous season and how up to now, they always had a kind of similar formula. Was usually the starting cast with 2 black girls, and then you have a blonde lady, and then you had like a exotic kind of Spanish, kind of like a little girl, and then white chicken and the guys. in different ranges of guys, but the ladies is usually the same archetype that they usually cast. So it's not like they biting off for season 6. It's that they cast a similar kind of formula of who they brings to the show. So I'm pretty sure season 8 will have the same kind of setup. Because it was like, yes, last year they had Serena and Janae. They were the beautiful black girls, and they had what's her name? So a lot of people's names I forgot. So bear with me. They had Leah. She was kind of like that's how that kind of girl. And then they had another girl who had a cake of makeup on her face. And then they had Taylor, they're talking blonde, white girl, and like that. It's like that. So they do cast a similar type of people. All right. So I just wanted to mention that. So when I saw this season, I said, okay, yeah, they have a formula of who they cast. So Shelly and Landria, they came in first. They was good. We have Shelly. Shelly is 27 now. This review might be long because it's 3 episodes. So y'all can grab your snacks or wherever you're at and work and everything. So let's talk. So Shelly is 27 years old. She's from Queens, New York. She's a day trader. She said, yes, I'm smart. Get that right. She said she like somebody who's romantic, very chivalrous. So she should open a door and know what's up. I shouldn't even touch a doorknob. Put the chair out for me, be romantic. I love all of that. I know that's right. And then she said she loved good sex. Listen, I'm not teaching no freaking men anything. She said, you got to have good sex. If not, it's not happening. Oh, that's right. And she said she got no labels. She's open book and she has no labels because when she said that, that means that she fluid. Meaning that, and I like how honest Shelly is because even when we talk about the game that they played on episode 3, she was very honest. She said, listen, yes, I dibble dabble. So, and she's a hot commodity. People like Shelly. So, we'll see how she goes. She's very fluid. She got no labels. She loves all flavors. In all different area codes. And that's right. Then we got Alondria. Alondria says she loves Southern men, the country men. She can't mess with no city boys. She liked the country. She tried it, but it's not working for her. She had to have a country man, a Southern man. She's 27 years old. She worked in the elevator, escalator industry. I said, oh, no, that's right, girl. You better make the bread. And she said she could cook. She's from Alabama. She has been single for 5 years, 5+ years. And she said she over here because she said any no nonsense, she's ready to cut somebody off. That's it. That's it. Cut off easily. Any little simple thing. And she's from an HBCU. So I said, I like Tuskegee University. She alum. Hello, girl. Whatever. And then the third girl, we have Huda. Right? She's 24. She's a fitness coach. She have a child. Keep that in mind, y'all, because that will plays out. She has a child. Nothing wrong with that. But she's 24. She has a child. She's from North Carolina. She loves cutesy things. Like you got to have little flowers, little ants, stuff, like little cute dinner and everything. That's cute and stuff. And she said she's been single for 4 years. She looking for a long-term, lifelong partner. And she like pretty men. They got to be pretty. Meaning they got to look gorgeous. When you look at you and look at me, you look at you and look at me, we got to be both as beautiful as ever. We got to be flawless. We got to love good. We got to love the mirror. We got to love ourselves. Pretty men. Because, pretty men love to do that. Look better than you sometimes. And she said, single mom. She had single mom. Right? Then we had the 4th and 5th ladies, Yulissa and Bella. So, Bella is 22 years old. She's from Hawaii. She loves the positive things. She's a positive person. And she's like, hey, my name is Bella. How you doing? Hi. And everything. And she used to go for nonchalant guys. And she would like to have a good time and a long time with someone. And I love to have fun. So she said all that. That's what she said. Then you have Yulissa. Yulissa said she was a 9-year relationship and never been married to the guy. But I don't know what happened with that. She said she's 27 years old. She works at a mobile bar on wheels. So, okay, that's right. She has fire in her step, and she has spice. She has spice, and she like to find herself. All right. So we're going to see about you listen when we get to the episode too. So bear with me, y'all. I know y'all itching for that, but we introducing the cast and what they are. 6 or 7 people that came in the villa, which is the guys. We have Nicholas and Ace. Right now, I said Ace got the nice little dimple, so he gonna be trouble. But whatever. Ace is family oriented. He's a creative person. He's 22. He in LA. He has a dance company, and he loves to teach people how to dance. That's I love to dance too. Like I told you, I was a dance captain in college. I did cheerleading in high school. I was very athletic. Did gymnastics, dance, flexible, all that stuff. Dance captain, everything, all that greatness. Choreographed dance, everything, production, all that stuff. So he has an open spirit. He did dance bring him joy, and I said I love that. I said we got a good time, Ace, but whatever. So Nicholas, oh no, Ace, and when Ace came in, Shelly recognized Ace. And I said, hold up. I said, we're not doing this here. We're not having another show when somebody know each other. It kind of defeat the purpose. And if they dated before or whatever, I said, why are we here and everything? But however, when they told the story, I said, okay, get it. They only saw each other in passing. They really have nothing going on because they did talk on Instagram. But since they live in 2 different states, far from each other, nothing came from that. So I said, okay, since y'all really had no much interaction in dating and all that stuff, so I can understand that. But I was about to go off a little bit because I said, no, why? Come on, y'all. Y'all should know. Dig deeper. Even though I don't think the cast members will know who else is on the show. But listen, I don't know. But I was like, okay, we'll see how this goes. So Nicholas Lane, he's like the key love language, best love language he has is quality time and physical touch. I love quality time. That's my favorite love language. That's my top love language. Like I said, if anybody will try to get with me, if you don't spend quality time with me, I don't care how much we have sex or like that. And quality time is not having it, and we didn't do anything other than what was that, then nothing going further. However, physical touch is second. He's 24. He's a registered nurse. He loves to have a crazy time. He like to do crazy things, like spraying sprinkles over each other or forcing over each other, licking off each other's body. That's the type of crazy he like to do. Like he like to have fun and on the edge. He like to try new things and take risks. I said, okay, you trouble, but whatever. The 8th person that came in is Taylor. Taylor with that cowboy hat at the end, right there. Cowboy hat. He's 24. He's from Oklahoma, and he want to go to vet school because love the animals. He's a rodeo competitor. He wants someone to take care of themselves. He said he want somebody to have nice, pretty feet. Keep what he said that, because how you gonna say you want somebody pretty feet and what you got? Know what? Whatever. So 9th and 10th person that came in was the last 2 guys, Jeremiah and Austin. Austin 26. He said he fall in love easy. He's a pool boy in Florida. And he said he wants a big family. Right? And then Jeremiah, he said he's 25. He's an LA model, a caterer. He a nerd. He like to write books. He like to play games. And he did say he did cheat one time. And he felt bad about it. Okay, whatever. So that's the cast. That's the introduction. Hope y'all got all that. And now if not, y'all can rewatch the live and recap the introductions. Then let's get into this episode. So they said they're gonna start doing things differently. Because I remember last season they came in and everybody saw they had a game and they were supposed to kiss each other and they was kissing all over each other. And then they made a decision by the ladies choosing who they want to pair up with. And then if multiple ladies want one guy, then the guy would pick who the lady he want to pair it up with. However, they're going to do something different this year. So they're going to have the ladies in a luck of a random draw, to be fair, instead of pick up who they want to choose first, second, or third. They're going to random pick up the names in order, and they go by that order. To pick 2 guys, they would kiss. And then based on the kisses, they would pick a guy who they want to couple up with. However, the next person will do the same thing. And they could pick two guys who could couple up with. They also could pick the guy who has been coupled up. And if they want to, they could steal the guy had coupled with, and then the other person who got coupled up with the guy is no longer the couple with that person, and they got to go with whoever's left, whatever's that. So I would say, okay, let's see how this goes. Let's see how this goes. So glad I had the pictures up so y'all can see who the people are. So Shelly picked Austin and Ace. Now I was low key thinking that she was gonna pick Ace anyway because she had a familiarity with Ace and try to check it out. Because that ain't gonna fun. Ace is he's a nice looking man. He got nice little dimples. He knows he got that suave type of personality and everything. And even though he did say even though people feel like he may be an extrovert, but he said he'd rather if he had the chance to spend his time in the house. I said, I know that's right. I like to spend my time in the house too. I can go out like I go out. When I have friends, we can go out and go out. I'm gonna do that. Let's go out to eat. As long as the food involved, oh yeah, I'll be there. Go out to eat, drink and everything, and dance. We can do that. But I mostly like to spend my time in the house as well. I'm a homebody. However, I'm a socialite as well. I can be like that. However, he got nice lips too. I ain't gonna front. I said it. Yes, I said it. Beat me. Right? So she kissed Austin and Ace. Now, I don't know why she chose Austin. I don't know. Nothing wrong with Austin, but I said, okay. She like all different flavors. So she ended up choosing Ace. So that's the first couple so far for the season. Then we have Huda. Huda chose Jeremiah and Ace. Right? Child. Yes, I'm in the house mostly too. Unless I need to go out, I can go out with my family, so like that. That would get me to go out. But other than that, I like to be in the house, even on my off days, because that's what my sister said. When I work, especially when I work that Tuesday and Wednesday, the overnight shift, and I come home and I gotta be tired. I said, listen, let me sleep my thing off and relax. She kissed Jeremiah Ace. I said, oh, Ace is hot commodity so far. Two girls kissed them already. Huda choose Jeremiah. All right. So Bella next, and Bella, because at first when I saw the episode, I was like, hold on, why y'all playing Bella like that? Like she's not worthy to get kissed. However, we're gonna find out Bella choose to tell her to kiss because I missed when she did this. So I said, "Oh, so you gonna be one of those, huh?" Hold on, let me do this real quick. Oh, kissing the cheek kind of chick. Don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking her boundaries. You're gonna have your boundaries. But you know what kind of show it is. You know they straight up kissing. They ain't gonna have y'all just wait like y'all no. Y'all kiss. Now granted, yes, nobody should be kissing everybody up willy-nilly like that. But this is the type of show you want. So I would not get on a show like this if I'm not comfortable kissing people. I mean, it is what it is. But she had her boundaries. People respected it. So she had people kissing on the cheek. And I said, how are you gonna freaking pick the person? I guess you guys felt the vibe when they first came in. So Bella chose Nicholas. Nicholas, right? And then Alondria came next. Alondria kissed Taylor, because you know the country guy who came and skipping and he's skipping. I said, boy, can you walk? I know you happy, boy. Hell, you may be happy. He came skipping in the freaking villa. And Alondria picked Taylor and she picked Nicholas. But I ain't saying some little kisses was freaking steamy. It was steamy. I said, oh, look at y'all getting there with the kisses. I know that's right. So Alondria picked Taylor because, you know, her son, old son of country. She felt like that was matching made in heaven because that's what she wanted. She wanted a country man. And Yulissa chose Ace and Jeremiah. But when Yulissa went to go to Ace, baby, that kiss was long as hell. The longest kiss out of everybody who kissed each other. I said, damn, what is this? She was feeling herself for Ace. And then she went to kiss, go to Jeremiah, and Jeremiah went to go kiss her on the cheek. I said, you bastard. I was so annoyed. Oh, so you try to pretend like you just stand up a guy and you will respect Huda. I said, you just met the girl. F her. Yes, I said it. Like, what the hell? He want to be selected. So he's starting already. Try to act like he's the standing guy and everybody else is messed up. Okay, we get that. So couples of the season so far was Shelly and Austin. You know, the names. Y'all see the faces. Shelly and Austin. Then we have Huda and Jeremiah. Then we have Bella and Nicholas. Then we have Alondria and Taylor. And then we have Ulissa and Ace. Right? So everybody start, when they start coming up, now they're going to start trying to get to know each other, have little conversations. So, Alondria and Taylor. So Alondria said, so if you had to build a woman, which I don't like that question, but listen, you have to build a woman, what you would have. All his things was nice teeth, big butt, and have nice feet. Mind you, all that are physical attributes. He said nothing of personality traits or qualities or characteristics of a woman that he wanted to have. It's all physical. And then he proceeded to say that he wants someone with nice feet, but then proceeded to tell her that, to look at his feet because one of his toes got stomped on, so he got like a black toe or something like that. And I said, excuse me? So how the F you gonna ask for nice feet when you got a freaking black toe around there? You think that's cute? But he said, yo, I get pedicures. I said, okay, it's cute and all. You better get pedicures with the black toe. Just we got pedicures. I gotta get one next week. I haven't done a pedicure or manicure for a while, and I've been neglecting it, and I need to get back to it. Let me do that next week. Remind me, y'all. She said she likes a Southern Belle. She's a Southern Belle. She's a country man. She's tried the city guys and it had been messed up. She want a grown man. She said, meet Taylor. He's everything I ask for a man. He's the one. He's a perfect match. So I said, oh, okay. Because I said, I don't know. How they try to set up as Taylor and Alondra as the new Serena and Cordell. I'm not sure. But they're trying to set it up, make it look like that. But let's see how this goes. So Austin and Shelly talk. And so she asked him if the roles were reversed and you guys had to choose to kiss the ladies, who you chose. Austin said he would have chosen Shelly and he would have chosen Bella. Right? He said he wants someone who's very ambitious. He wants a big family. And I think she said marriage. Wait, hold on. Did I mix this right? I think she said marriage is her goal, and she thinks Austin is introverted. But however, she said she willing to get to know him more and see how this goes because Ulysses stole Ace, so she had to go with Austin, and she would give Ace a try. No, she does want to give Ace a try. So Sule, because she knows she's in this process and she's not gonna be locked on to one guy so quickly and close herself off, which I feel like somebody else did, and we're gonna talk about that in a minute. And lock herself off, and she will explore. So she want to give Ace a try because she wants to try that. But she also liked the conversation with Austin, how it flowing, has no dead space, and how they have a good conversation. She says no initial. Ace said that. So Ulissa and Ace talk, and Ace said there's no initial spark yet with Ulissa. But however, they did talk about a family and everything, and they both want a big family. And they see how this goes. But he did like the energy that go back and forth with her and how much she's got good personality. Whatever. So Nicholas and Bella. So then Bella says she's nervous and sharing the bed. And Nicholas said he prayed he get a real kiss from Bella soon. Because Bella said, listen, she a Christian. And she said she got a strict no kiss in the first policy kind of girl. So, yes, that's what it is. So, I'm glad. I said, okay, Bella. I know you like that. But why do you join Love Island knowing that you're going to be kissing and sharing the bed, enjoying hands with guys, experiences? You're going to be closed off, and you're going to be closed off like that. So maybe you should have been someone else, right? Let me stop going, Camilla. They said Miss You is no good. But hey, listen. Listen. So then we got Jeremiah Hutter. Jeremiah Hutter, right? She mentioned that she got 2 bedrooms and 2 baths. And he said, "Oh, wow." I said, "Listen, you got money, girl. You better get the 2 bedrooms and 2 baths." All right. And he said, "What's the other bedroom for?" She said, "Oh, I'll tell you later. I'll tell you later." Right. And they say they're kind of similar. They don't like bad hygiene. And she prayed that he's not an F boy. And they really like each other and all that stuff. And they both each other types. And after that first conversation, she said, "Love you, bye." I said, "What? Excuse me? Excuse me? Hello? Hello? Excuse me? Love you, bye." I said, "Girl, what the hell you that sprung like that?" Oh, our first conversation with the guy? Oh, hell to the no. No, girl. Love you, bye. And right off the bat, you feel the energy between Huda and Jeremiah, and they feel like, "Oh my God, I just love each other," and that all this stuff and everything. And I said, "Oh, don't try to do this closed off thing so early in the freaking experiment," because that's how freaking Taylor got messed up last season, trying to go closed off with Aaron so quickly, and he played the ass throughout the whole freaking season, and she up been crying every freaking 5 seconds over this guy, lying and stuff. But she closed herself off for the whole experiment, and nobody really interacted with her like, but she still making it through close to the end. And I said, "I don't want y'all to do that this season. I don't want y'all to be close off so easy, unless it's like the week 4 or 5, probably week 4, because that's when you should solidify your stance so you can make the votes and win." So yes, around week 4 or something that y'all should really be at this moment. That at that moment it should be like the big twist that happened in each season of the Villa. Around that time, that's when the other castmates from the other side of the Villa, the other experiment that happened that comes in and everything. So the last 3 weeks, you have to finalize everything. So at that week 4 or 5, you should be finalizing people and really lock in. But before that, explore and enjoy until the normal bombshells coming through. All right. So the boys talk, and the boys kind of climbed Jeremiah. He said, "Oh wow, we can't get a color." He said, "No, why y'all trying to act like that?" I said, "Well, the way you act like y'all really closed over quickly. So we don't got a chance." It's like that. And the girls talk, and she telling them about how she met Ace in January, and Huda likes Jeremiah. And every time they go to bed together, because as a couples, when they're coupled up, they share a bed together. They don't have individual beds. And most of them respect each other, so they don't cuddle, so they mostly in their own side of the bed, sleeping and everything. But Jeremiah Huda, every time they're in the freaking bed, they up here smooching all the same time. Smooching, doing that. I don't even know what the hell they're doing. So, however, that's that. Nicholas said he does want to get to know Shelly. I said, "Oh, Shelly, go ahead. You're a hot commodity right now, girl. People like you." And Ace also wanted to get a hold of Shelly. Ace trying. He's trying hard at that. So and they think it's fate. They think it's fate that Ace and Shelly is there with each other. And he said he about to crash out. I said, "Crash out? Oh, what you trying to do? Don't crash out." So you listen, come in and said, "This is Ariana. Ariana came out like Ariana is bad. Like she dresses great. She comes in, she's the host and everything. And also she a producer, executive producer of the show. And she come in, she said people playing it safe and everything. Everybody playing it safe like that. I say yes, people playing it safe for now, but yes, I need you to spice it up. Let's spice this thing up. So they had a chance to do an exercise. They do a mini game. They were all gonna be blindfolded. All gonna be blindfolded. And then they get the chance to try a little flame, not to recouple up, to try a little flame. So that you can get a chance to kiss someone else that you get a chance to kiss to if you want to. So they get blindfolded and nobody can see who it is. All you can see of maybe hearing footsteps and everything, but they have to be quiet. And because they're blindfolded, they would not even know. And Ariana said, no one had to know who you kissed. And your secret is safe with me. So nobody gonna know. I'm not gonna say nothing unless you decide to tell it your own self, which I feel like y'all all should keep it a secret. Whatever. Let's play the game. Right? So Ace, Shelly, Alondria, and Nicholas all raised their hand to participate in this exercise. I said, all right, y'all shake it up. Let's go on. So Nicholas took off his blindfold, and Nicholas was intense. He was intensified. You saw his face. He was like, and he darted towards Alondria. Now I know he said he wanted to get to know Shelly, but he went to after Alondria. I was like, oh, I thought he wanted to try Shelly. I thought he wanted to try Shelly, but he went to Alondria, and Alondria and they kissed. I said, oh, that was cute. And then Shelly went to kiss Ace, because it's not, of course. And then Alondria went to kiss Ace. I said, ooh. So I said, Ace is already hot. Come on. It's like almost every girl kissed Ace except for Bella. Almost every one of them kissed them. Except Bella. But Ace kissed Shelly and he kissed Huda. Because Ace did express that he wanted to interest in Huda too. But, you know, because Jeremiah. So at the end of that, 2 new bombshells came in. Where we had Sierra, and then we have Charlie, who's Clark Kent reject. Yes, I said it. Because he pretended he tried to be like Superman, but he's not. He ain't all that. Yeah, Clark Kent reject, and that's what I'll keep saying it. Clark Kent reject. All right? So Clark Kent reject, Charlie, named 27, he's from UK. He said he got nice lips. The lady said he got nice lips. He's tall. He's tan. He's from UK. The lady said I got nice lips. Or stuff like that. That's what he was saying, right? And then we got Sierra. Sierra, she said, listen, I'm from Arizona and I have brains, beauty, and boobs. She said, I can take someone, man. If I can take your man, then he's worth to be a man in the first place. I said, oh, Sierra, you're going to be problems. You're going to be problems, girl. So Charlie wants to kiss everyone. And of course, he kissed Bella on the cheek because, you know, he watched. The bombshells watches what's happening before they get in there. So they know what's up. So they know that not to kiss Bella in the lips at that moment. So he gets Bella on the cheek. He kissed all the ladies. So I said, oh, he can kiss every one of them? So then Sierra kissed. Oh, Sierra, when Sierra saw kissing the guys, Sierra said, put your hands here, bitch. It was kissing every one of them, like all in their neck. And like, every one of them, she put their hands on her body and their door, and she was going in. I said, damn, Sierra, calm down, girl. When they go, it's like a meal ticket for you, girl. She was going in. She was the whole body. They was saying, oh, who is this girl? I said, oh, no, that's right, Sierra. You better spice it up. So, no one has to know. Oh, you don't fool with Charlie. Clark Kent reject. Child, even the ladies don't fool with him. Child, Charlie's not a bad dude, but I was like, child, he was way too hard on himself. Because he's from the UK. You know how the people over there are. I ain't going to try to generalize nothing. I just said based on what I experienced, but I don't think they ain't better than us. So, okay, whatever. So they put the blindfolds back on, and they said, who all got kissed? And they all raised their hand. They would say, ooh, snap. And then it was like, okay, put your blindfold back on, and you want to get to know bombshells better, raise your hand. More than half of them raised their hand. So I said, okay, now we get to episode 2. How y'all feel, y'all? Y'all with me? We getting there. So that episode 2, they gonna get to they get to know the bombshell better. The beginning of episode 2, they went to drop a bombshell on us. That they said Yulissa left the villa. And I said, what happened? Why did she leave? But let's get into it before we get to it. So let me move this first. And then add this here. Let me stop sharing. And let's read that little article about Yulissa's departure. Okay. So when before the season happened, everybody was on investigator gadget experience mode. But ooh, 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 Ace, Austin, shout, ooh, let me find these people up. They was typing. I said, y'all go so quickly. Once y'all find the freaking names, y'all was on it. Ooh, he's an Orange Man supporter. Ooh, she's a racist. Ooh, he this. Ooh, that. Ooh, that. Oh, he like this kind of girl. Look at him. Who he messing with? I know. Oh, yeah, she like this type of man. Ooh, shit. I was like, damn, y'all need to calm down. Wait for that show to come on before y'all go in and type in. But you know, people fans, they be on it. They be on it. So I said the order to say that. While they all thinking pressing the keyboards, trying to find information, going on TikTok, going on Instagram, going on Twitter, all that stuff, they found some things about some of the contestants. Some positive, some negative, about their personality and who they are based on their pictures and stuff like that. And people came across of some of the not so positive, negative remarks that Yulissa had about people, dropping the N-word. And I don't know what she said, and I don't think we're going to even get to see what she said. However, based on that, I guess she left the show. Now, I don't know if producers decided to let her go or whatnot, but maybe they probably did. But I said, damn, if people could find that in 2.5 seconds after the freaking announcements of the cast, how are you in y'all freaking production interview process that y'all did not come across this? You can't tell me I didn't come across this and still cast the girl. If you're just gonna let her go based on the fans wanting her gone, okay. Whether we like her, you listen or not, I would say, damn, y'all cast her. This is dropped her like that. Y'all should have had known she had this little racist rants on her freaking Twitter page, just like that. But let's go on. The new Love Island USA cast entered the villa this week, but one islander has already made her exit due to a scandal. On Wednesday, one day after the hit Peacock dating series kicked off with season 7 with 10 new singles, viewers noticed that contestant Yulissa Escobar was oddly absent at one point through episode 2. Although Escobar was seen sharing a bed with her castmate Ace Green, whom she had coupled up with during the premiere, and narrator announced that 18 minutes into the episode revealed that she left the villa. Her absence was noticed again towards the end of episode 2 when Green was declared single amongst the remaining couples. I said, oh, okay. So representative for Love Island USA has confirmed Escobar's departure to HuffPost. No explanation provided for her sudden exit. However, days after the show returned, Love Island USA sleuth resurfaced clips of this 27-year-old using the N-word on 2 separate podcasts. Some Love Island USA viewers vowed to boot Escobar from the show during season 7's first fan vote on account of the revelation, but it seems Peacock beat them to the punch, perhaps to avoid a further scrutiny for an incident that seemed avoidable at some point out that Escobar's racial remarks would have and should have come out during the show allegedly extensive background checks. That's why I say that. I said, how the hell Y'all did not found that. And y'all know if they could find that in 2.5 seconds, y'all can't find that. Y'all stiff it back or check. What the hell is your checks y'all was doing? Right? Fans flooded Escobar Instagram comments after the scandalous clip surfaced, and even more so after her announcement. Exit, some even took to social media to celebrate. All right, we ain't gonna do all that. On Friday, the Miami native finally addressed her racist comments in on Instagram post, featuring a graphic that read, "Owning my mistakes, speaking my truth. First, I want to apologize for using a word I had no right using." Escobar wrote in the caption, adding that she used the everyone ignorantly, not fully understanding the weight, history, or pain behind that. I said, y'all always like to use that. Y'all know nothing. But like, I wasn't trying to be offensive or harmful, but I recognize now that attention doesn't excuse impact. And the impact of the word is real. It's tied to generations of trauma and is not used. It's not mine to use, she continued. She added, the truth is, I didn't know better then, but I do know now. I have taken the time to reflect, to learn, and to grow from the moment. I changed a lot since then, not just in how I speak, but in how I show up, how I carry myself, and how I honor the experiences of others. Growth means recognizing when you are wrong, even if it's uncomfortable, and choose to move forward with humility and accountability. Escobar concluded by condemning fake statements that have circulated online, noting, I'm choosing to speak for myself because I have taken full ownership of my actions. To those who are disappointed or offended, I understand and apologize. According to TMZ, one of Escobar's friends, Maria, tried to previously defend her actions in Instagram comments, writing, LOA, y'all act like you never used the N-word before. Stop being so effing sensitive. I said, shut the hell up. Shut the hell up, Maria. Nobody asked you. This would be the first time a contestant got kicked off of outside eliminations. Okay, everything else is not necessary to me to do that. But how y'all feel? Y'all's happy that you got to let go? Or y'all didn't care? But it was just weird that they just said she's let go and she didn't give us no explanation why. No explanation whatsoever. Just got let go. So we down your listener. She's not here anymore, y'all. So they say we get to know bombshells better. So most raised their hands. So the bombshell had to text who they want to get to know each other in the hideaway. The hideaway was like a getaway place where they could a couple who get voted on to go in there. They had a little intimate one-on-one time with each other. I mean, last year we had Kitty and Janae went on there, and then you had Kendall and Nicole went in there, right? So the bombshell Sierra texted Nick, and Clark Kent Reject text Shelly, and it comes to Holloway. So the guys and the girls talk after it happened to find out who kissed who. Who kissed who did it? Who kissed you? 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 Who done it? Who done it? Who done it? It's me. I did you. You did me. Who did what? So that's what they did. So Alandria, so Alandria talked to Taylor, right? She just blurted out, "I kiss Ace." I said, "Damn, girl, calm down. Like I would have admit nothing. I'm gonna let him sweat. No, you don't need to know who I kiss." And I ain't even have to tell you I kiss anyone. He said, "Oh, wow." But he wasn't upset. He said, "You know what? This is an experience." He said, "Listen, he understands this is the game. You have to find out. You have to do what you have to do." So it is what it is. Right? So Jeremiah in this exercise, he's getting on his edge about because he hear kissing around him, but he want to know if he got up. He said it doesn't matter if she did get him or not, but I don't know. I said, no, boy, you look like you really balled it if you find out she stepped up and kissed someone. She got kissed. But you would have been in your feelings if she got up and kissed someone. I said, so what is it she did? What you gonna do? Beat her? The worst you could do is say you don't mess with her anymore. I said, okay, you saved me the trouble doing that, so I can find somebody else. A lot of people in this villa wanted to talk to me. You is not hurting me at all. What you got, boo boo? What? And let me stop. Let me stop. It's like you act like you hurting somebody. So he was like, he about to crash out a little bit. Like he found out she was gonna kiss someone, even though he was trying to pretend like he was okay with it if she did. But no, you act like you was not okay with it. So Alondria was talking to Huda. It was like he's getting too obsessive and possessive, and that's kind of a flag. And here go Huda. You know, I like it. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all think it's cute for somebody to be obsessive with you like that? Don't get me wrong. It might be okay that you want somebody to be a little bit crazy about you and say, "Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with you. I'm obsessed with Mizzle. I love to be around you." It's like that. But it's a thin line being a little bit turned on by the person and being a very coarse obsessive that be a borderline crazy. Meaning that you popping up when I'm at. I haven't asked you to pop up. You showing up when you didn't even tell me you're going to be showing up. Constantly calling me. Constantly want to know when I'm at. Constantly looking at me. Constantly staring down. Constantly want to be around you all the 24/7. Have a problem if I hang up with my friends. All that. That's borderline crazy. For you to say no, y'all think it's cute, but it's not cute when they take it too far. Hear what I say, y'all? It is not cute when they take it too far. So y'all think it's all cute. I say, oh yeah, he'll be obsessive. I like my man, he'll be obsessive. And but when he be obsessive, now you say, oh my gosh, I can't. He can't let me out, girl. He always do too much. He always calling me, he stretching me out, and all that stuff like that. I said, well, you said it was cute, right? You said it was cute. It's not cute. Y'all can fool yourself if y'all want to fool yourself about, but it's not. It's not cute when a guy crashing out or erratically over you. It's not. So Alondra looking at Huda like, but shut up. I like it. Baby, I don't it like, child, it's not cute. It's cute that somebody be turned on about you. That's fine, but not obsessive. No. Laundry say it's scary. It is scary because the way that Jeremy act like he said, "Oh, this is my girl. This is my. I'm like her. She's the one." And this, oh, stuff and everything. Now everybody in the villa feel like they had no chance against with Jeremiah or Huda because how they acting with each other. They like pretending they closed door and all that stuff like that. And even though they saying, even if they saying, no, y'all can talk to her and everything, but can they? Can they? Jeremiah, will you like that Ace will be on Huda right now? Because Ace has interest in Huda. But now because everybody feel like they can't approach them because y'all made it seem like y'all unapproachable. So ask Shelly and Nicholas in the thing. Austin is a little low key, spiraling out of control in his mind. He creating things in his mind. He don't want to get there, but he said he just want to know what Shelly was doing with them. And he said he was the night is. So he's just like, oh my gosh, he is like, I don't know how Shelly's dealing with Clark Kent reject, but it is what it is. And I'm not trying to make my mind. I said, y'all just met each other. How are y'all so invested emotionally with each other? I say, okay, have a good time, but just let me know how it went. Be honest. If y'all kiss, y'all kiss. What? Just be honest with me. But whatever. So Sierra and Charlie, I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be nice by saying his name. Excuse me, y'all. Look at me, God. Girl, I said, why you playing around like that? Got me talking. Charlie's spirit came to my throat, y'all. Child, they joined the villa, and she said, yes, I kissed Nicholas. I kissed Nicholas. So, Austin and Shelly talked. They cleared the air a little bit. She told him what happened, everything was good, and she understands. I like to connect the conversation they're having so far. It's been somewhat mature for some people. They've been mature so far about they sitting down, understand each other, listen out to each other, and clearing the air, and understand that it's a process. It's the game. You got to understand that we still early on. We should not be too pissed. Oh, sorry, y'all. I forgot. We should not be too pissed at each other. So Sierra talked to Ace, and then she talked to Taylor. Sierra was getting around. You know, that's what I like about Sierra. Like, yes, Sierra was beauties and brains and boobs, and I took them in. But one thing about Sierra was working her around the room to all the ladies, to all the guys, and also connect to the ladies. She didn't one of the girls that would say, "Oh, it's all about the guys that F the ladies and don't want to connect with the ladies." I said, "That's not how you gonna make it fast. That's not how you gonna make it far in this season. With you act like F the ladies is all about the men. No, y'all need to connect with each other because y'all in the villa with each other, supporting each other." And I like how she was connected to the ladies. The ladies was connected with Sierra. Sierra felt like she fit in. She fit in. Because Shelly was talking to her, Andrea and Lila girls was talking to her, and it was like a natural conversations with her, and like she was there in the beginning, but even though she was a bombshell. So I like how Sierra was making her rounds, trying to talk to different guys, trying to get to know them, and how she was connected to the ladies. I love that. Now Charlie on the other hand, I don't know what the hell he was doing, but whatever. So Charlie and Bella talk, right? And that's that. So Nicholas and Bella talk, and he did told her. No, Nicholas and Ace talk, and Ace tell him, said, "Just be honest with Bella. Let him know what's up. Just tell her the truth and everything, and that's how you make it work. Because if you be honest and dishonest with you, if you being dishonest with her, it's gonna be hard for you, Nicholas. So just be straight up." But he said he did love to chase a woman who's not like him. I said, okay, you just love those. You one of those type of guys, son. So Ace and Shelly talk, and Ace wants to get to know Shelly. He making it clear because at this point he's single, so now he can go around and do what he want to do. So he want to make it clear he wants to get to know Shelly, and he wanted to step on anyone's toes to get to Shelly. I said, I know that's right. You better run for that pussy. I know that's right. You better run for that pom pom. Get on the pom pom. Boom, boom, but I gonna mount up the cheats. Phone, take a picture. What Spike had to do with this? But you know, I had to really say. He's willing to step on the toes to get to Shelly, and he ain't playing. He telling you, he let you know now. So Bella and Nicholas talk, and he did tell her he kissed, and he did tell her he cuddled, and she said she don't feel a sense of security. I said, so what security do you think he should be secure for you about? How you should feel like to be secure about him? At the end of the day, he exploring and experimenting. That's why I see. This we got getting upset. This is why I'm getting annoyed with some of y'all. Especially Bella. I say, Bella, you have to understand this is the process, right? So the fact that he kissed and he cuddled with someone make you feel like you're not a sense of security. What he supposed to do? Don't do that with the girl. As long as he be honest with you, right? That's what you want. The honesty. But whatever. She's her feelings a little bit. I said, I don't know, we just met you. You think I'll be loyal to just like you, girl? No, I'm gonna be trying out. And if you can't handle that, then I don't know why you're on the show. And yes, I said it. So Shelly and Clark Kent Reject talked, and he wanted more kisses. Like no matter how that night, he wanted more kisses. He said, "Listen, Star's telling me, they're telling me to kiss you right now, and just go for it." And then she said, "Oh, okay, you want to kiss me right now? Okay, yeah." And he was trying so hard, so she gave him little pet kisses. I said, "Boy, you feeding for kisses? Calm down." So Shelly got Ace after her. Shelly got Austin, and then Shelly got Clark Kent Reject. And I said, "Ooh." So now she don't know what to do. She don't know what to do. She got all these. That's what she said. It didn't happen to me in the real world. Now I got 3 people down trying to get connected and stuff like that. So Sierra and Jeremiah talk, right? And he talk, and then Hood walking around, switching her ass, trying to make sure she see him. While he talking, and then he tries to stand up like he don't want to give her any energy. He just want to friend zone her or something like that. I said, look at y'all. Look at y'all. Look at y'all. I'm gonna demonstrate how Hood was walking past him, like making it seem like I'm gonna walk past him, making it seem like he looking at me. She up here walking past, switching. I'm gonna make sure he see me. I just want to make sure. They said, "Girl, what you doing, Huda?" I said, "I want to make sure he see me." I said, "He see you, like and the villain's not but so big, girl. He can see you, girl. Don't be making no scene." I said, "Y'all is playing on us." She was definitely pressed, and he up here try to act like he's the standing guy, giving Sierra this kind of stance. Like that's like showcases they use closed off. And other people feel like they closed off, like y'all playing and y'all showcasing the energy. So I said, Huda, you go ahead. Because when we gonna talk about this child thing, we gonna talk about it, y'all. We gonna get to it because it's getting enough come soon. Y'all stay with me. We almost there. We almost finished. So she pressed, and then he went to talk to her afterwards. So Shelly and Sierra talk, and they process about the guys, and everything. That's why I say I like how Shelly came in and she got flowed. She flowed to the guys, and she also talked to the ladies, and she got to be comfortable, and they kind of gravitate and liked her too. So Taylor got a text, and they said go to the fire pit. I said, "Oh, child, this is gonna be the recoupling up ceremony happening, or the barn child got to pick up the people." So it's time for Sierra and Clark Kent Reject to choose to couple up with someone. I said, "Oh, child, let's see." So how they gonna do is that the couples that's already are coupled up, one by one, we get to choose when they want to have a chance to couple up with Sierra and Charlie. And based on the people who stand up, then Sierra and Charlie will pick the people who stood up. Right? So, one by one. When it comes to Bella and Nicholas, Bella and Nicholas had a conversation, and I feel like he did say he don't know where to go because he's still feeling Bella. He still likes her, but he said at the point Bella and him has not been really connected that much to the point that he was feeling Sierra. He liked the conversation with Sierra. It seemed like him and Sierra conversations looked like it was more compatible compared to him in conversation with Bella. Because they were talking about movies, they was bouncing back and forth, they were joking about things, they understand movie references, they understand a lot of things. They was connecting a lot about a lot of things. They had a lot of good similarities. Bella and him, like what their conversation was about, because it was kind of boring. I was asleep. Good night. So he's pressing saying he was 50 feet. Like it's nothing wrong for him saying that. You want him to make sure, oh, I'm feeling you more than everything. This is an early process. I can't tell you I feel someone more than that. But I did tell, I think he did say that he liked the energy or stuff that Sierra was giving him more because we haven't been connecting. Yeah, the Bella bores me. I don't know how y'all feel about her. She bores me. Now, based on 4 episodes, we about to watch that tonight. Based on this, she look like she turned up. I said, oh, so where the freaking Christianity, moral values that you pretended you was having, girl? Because that just went out the window. Because everybody was kissing you and pecking the cheeks, and all of a sudden you slobbing down in the knob like corn in a car. Goodbye. And I mean my lips. She wasn't slobbing the knob, but she was kissing down on 4th episode. We about to watch that. And I said, oh, you was all about the lips. You was all about the cheeks. The cheeks. Here. Here. Now you also lip locking with somebody so quickly, so you just want to turn up loose. Because Nicholas Scott and Sierra, oh, now you want to be activated? Be activated, Bella. Because all this persona you was doing, I'm just there. I'm like you're like kitchen and money. I'm not giving like cute, and you don't have to give me cute. Because nobody ask. I don't want none of y'all be having sex. None of that. None of y'all. Till y'all get a high when y'all locked in, and it's like week 5 or 6 or something like that. None of y'all should be locked in having sex. Y'all just be cute. But Nicholas stood up, and she was in her feelings about it. Don't know why. You have to understand that he was going by the possibility he was going to stand up. So you shouldn't have your expectation. No, oh, hold on. I forgot the faces, y'all. If y'all forgot who they are. You should have known he was going to stand up. So there shouldn't be no surprise. Now, when it came to Shelly and Austin, people thought that Shelly was going to stand up for Clark Kent Reject, but she didn't. Austin stood up. And I said, oh, Austin. Now, I'm not mad at him because after that, he said, you know what? I got to open up and got to try it. And she wasn't mad. They had a conversation later on, which they should. And she understood, but she wasn't mad. But, they still process things. And she explained why she just stood up. We're going to get to that in a minute. She explained why. I hope I did. Did I write it down? Maybe she did. I got to write it down. I don't think I wrote it down, but I think I remember what she said. Right? So, Ace was already single, so he had to join up. He had to go up there and join. And then, when it came to Alondria Taylor, Taylor stand up. And I was like, oh. Now, did you stand up because Alondria said she kissed Ace? Or you stood up because you want to give a chance with Sierra? Hold up, y'all. Hold on, let me play some music. I go to the bathroom real quick. Hold up. Hey. Let me stop. I'm back, y'all. Hold up. I had to go to the bathroom real quick. So I said, did you stand up because Alondria told her, oh, my. Yeah. I said, did you stand up because Alondria told you she kissed Ace? Or you want to give her a chance? But whatever. We're going to talk about that later. So Charlie, so when that happened, right? Because, you know, Jeremiah and Huda did not stand up. So, you know, they act like they was the perfect couple. Like they got an example. They were so good locked in. So when it came to Taylor, she said, you know what? I don't like this. I like that for y'all. This is a freaking baby man and all that stuff like that. What's going on? They should make y'all feel good and all that stuff like that. All that stuff like that. And what going on? I don't like that. Hold on. So the way how she said it, it made it seem like she was a kind of condescending tone. Like these guys are men, no babies. They boys. And they should have had to sit down and stick with y'all and not stand up and try it out and not do the experiment. And they are not men. My man is good because he chose me and they didn't choose y'all. And what the hell is going on? So Alondra said, stop. Alondra said no. Alondra was calm to me. She said, girl, it's not even like that. It's all right. We are not upset. We good. We upset. We not good. Don't do that. Don't make it seem like because your man chose you and then stood up that our men are stupid or whatever. Oh, here we go. They want to act up now. You don't hear that? Chad, what's going on out here? Sal? The way I make it seem like she make it seem like they was so freaking immatures and they was better. So it sounded like yo was being condescending. And I was like with Alondra, I said, girl, it's not giving like that. Stop that. Don't do that. We're gonna talk later. We're not even mad. So why are you upset? She had attention maybe well, but the way how you came across, I didn't like that. You presented it like they should have had to sit down and not stand up. I said, for what? This experiment. They doing it just like everybody else. Just because you choose to stand a bit closed off with Fika Jeremiah doesn't mean that everybody else had to do so. So I was with Alondria. I was like, girl, calm down. This is the experiment, and this is how the game goes. So Sierra, oh, no good stood up for Clark Kent reject. I said, I know that's right. Boop, boop. Right? So Sierra chose Nicholas, because you know they have been connecting. Right? So Bella, Ace, and Clark Kent reject are single and vulnerable. Meaning that could get eliminated. So if the next couple that happen and they don't get picked, they will go home. So Ace told them, y'all explore. We need to explore. Don't be sitting here trying to be closed door so early. Let's explore. And he checked Jeremiah. Heard a response. Because like, what's up with that? What was y'all doing? I'm glad he checked it. Because he's like, no, y'all trying to pretend and make it seem like we are messed up. And you chose to be closed door. And he said, no, y'all can explore. I said, no, y'all acting like y'all we're supposed to be locked in and we're supposed to be kumbaya and running down the figure out. No. Explore. So when they talking, because he checked their response, it's not like Ace. Even though he was the youngest boy, I think the youngest boy in the cast, he seemed like he's more, even though he may have some F-boy tendencies of himself, because he's smooth and suave with himself. Yeah, he knows ladies probably like him because he's good looking. But still, I like how he's checking Jeremiah because probably see through Jeremiah. And Jeremiah try to act like he just stand him down, but we can talk about that. So meanwhile, Alondria, I think Alondria was talking. Who was she talking to? I think Shelly, right? And I think Huda was talking to Bella. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? So Huda is crying. And it was like, what the fuck is she crying for? I said, girl, your man said, what is she was crying. We didn't even know what she was crying about. And I don't know why she did that to me in front of people and she felt away. Why she didn't come to tell me privately? Why she had to do that in front of people? And I say, you know what? No, don't do that. I see where it's going. I see where it's going. I hate when they try to do this. I hate that because now she had to do damage control and now she had to dim herself and make it seem like she can't be this. She don't have the right to go and not be labeled as this angry black woman. So people like to love to do that online. And, and hold up, yeah, people who've been following it. What is the hate with Alondria? Seems like a lot of people hate her. I don't know why. I see a lot of posts of people saying they don't like her. I see people posting, they say it's a hate for Alondria, but nobody giving an explanation why is they hating on her. And I hope it's not because of how she shut Huda down. Because I was like, she said it calmly. I don't think she was mad, upset, and mean with it. Maybe we can understand how she understood how Huda may perceive how she said what she said. However, I said, I don't like how they're trying to make. Now she got a damage control and not be labeled as an angry black person, and then people are coming at her like she just mean girl. I don't like that because it's not even like that. This is a game. It's a process. I'm not mad, but however, Alondria, for you to say you wasn't upset, you did look pressed. That Taylor stood up. Because when he sat back down, you did this. I said, girl, what was all that for? If you wasn't upset, why the hell you moved away like that? I need y'all to be honest with your feelings. You was could have bothered. You act like you was bothered. You was bothered. However, I do agree with Alondra was shutting Huda down. Huda crying. Now she's drying his white woman tears. And now we got to say apologize and all that. So they say, girl, I love you and all that. And I understand where you're coming from and all that crazy. Even though I don't feel like Alondra was wrong. And I don't think Ariana Monax feel like Alondra was wrong because somebody was saying that on Twitter. Alondra Monax said, I'm in the enemy's territory because I don't agree with you. I don't agree with you. She had every right to feel the way she feel. And she's like, yes. Huda was doing too much. Sierra and Nicholas talked, and he excited to get to know Sierra more. I said, that's right. You better get to know her more because I'm better at school. Quiet and wet. Alondra said she was shocked that Taylor stood up. And when they talking, I'm glad that Taylor shut her down. He said, so why you was upset with me about standing up when you just told me you kissed Ace? And I was upset with you. So you shouldn't be upset with me. And this is a experimental process. And you told me to go explore and be open and we not closed door. And she said, you know what? Yeah, you know what? You're right. You're right. Even though she feels like that, she said, you know what? You all right. I should have been upset with you because you wasn't upset with me when you blurted out that you kissed Ace. So if I should be okay with you, you should be okay with me doing that. Because at the end of the day, this is a process. It is an experiment. And I want people to explore. And I'm like that. And I like how these men check some of these women and say, no, we did what we had to do. And that's that. So she had to sit with her process and emotions and everything. You know what? At the end of the day, she did calm down. And it's like, whatever. It doesn't mean that he liked you any less. However, I think Alondra and Shelly would say, you know what? We not opposed for y'all exploring. But it's not worth for us to recouple with someone or risk this chance of recouple with someone. And we can still get to know you and explore. Unless someone solid comes forward that worth us to recoupling. So it's not worth for me to stand up to recouple with someone if I can still connect with you and still explore. We can still explore while still staying connected with you. That's what I think Shelly what I'm saying. It's like, yes, I'm not knocking you for exploring and I'm not upset that you stood up. But even though they say the confession, they want to keep their eye open or stuff like that. Oh, hey, doing, Ski? It's Uberfetch. Can we discuss Huda calling this new bombshell out her name and she doesn't even know her? What, episode 4? Because we didn't watch that yet. We only talk about episode 1 and 3. But if she did call somebody out her name, I said I mean not lock her with Huda anyway. So it's like something about Huda is like, girl, you do too much. But if she did call someone out her name, I said that's another thing I don't like when someone do. Y'all get too emotionally upset about bombshells coming to the show when they come to the show just like y'all come to the show. Just because you're the original doesn't mean that you got the right to call everybody out their name and stuff like that because you feel threatened. No, step your P game up. And if you're meant to have someone, you meant to have someone. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. We're going to watch it tonight. But glad you come this. Stay with me and finish the review. Stay with me. I'm not surprised if she did. If she did do that, I said that's why. Because I think she might be upset to base on, we're going to talk about that, the base on her drop, the bomb she dropped on Jeremiah. I feel like he probably is to move on. And she upset about that. And I said, oh, well, what you think will happen? Did you think Jeremiah was the type of guy to do so, to step up and be like a stepdad when he's young himself? I don't know. Now, I'm not saying they're going to get married. I'm just saying. Do you think he's the type of guy who will deal with someone who's going to have a child? Maybe, maybe not. But we will see how it goes. Because we're going to watch the episode tonight. Because I feel like he's not that type of guy. And I feel like he's going to say, I can't deal with that. That's my deal breaker. But whatever. So Austin and Shelly talk. And like I said, she understands his actions and everything. And I understand which they coming from. But I said, I'm not mad for you standing up exploring that. And it's like, I didn't get up because it wasn't worth for me risking recoupling if I could still explore and it still be connected with you and connect. I said, oh, you know what? I understand both sides. So it's not bad with y'all. And I like how that kind of have a conversation and they understand each other and not be explosive. F you, why you did that? I said, shut up. It's only a day or 2 or 3. Like I said, Alondria was upset with Taylor's actions, but he checked her and she realized, you know what? Yes, it's right. Even though she still said she's going to keep an eye out, but she was right. It's like he wasn't mad at me and I should be mad at him for everything. So I'll probably overreacted. So Ace low-key was happy that Austin stood up. So now he said he may have a chance with Shelly. I said, Austin, Ace, you know cute. You know good. You know good at all. So once again, Huda and Jeremiah is making out in the bed. It seemed like they probably was doing more because it seemed like they was glitching their fingers and looked like they were probably fingering and something like that. I don't know what they was doing. So Huda gonna go around saying that she feel like she's a parent. I said, you feel like you're a parent of who? My thing is, I don't feel like its oldest man is here yet. Oh, Alondria, man is here yet. We need a single type. Okay, I know that's right. We need some more, definitely. We need some more men to step up and more good-looking bombshells men to step up to give some of these other men the run for their money. Because a lot of these men right now, they're okay. They're all right. But Ace is the hot commodity. Jeremiah closed himself for. Like Austin, we'll get to Austin because Austin act like he was innocent kind of thing, but he's slinging, ding-a-linging, and showing pictures and having a lot of sex and all stuff like that. And I said, oh, Pooh Boy, what you doing over there? What you doing over there, Pooh Boy? And I don't know. Do y'all feel like Taylor's really all invested in Alondria like that? Because it seems like he's piggybacking. He's like monkey see, monkey do. Monkey say, well, I say, oh, you like this, I like this too. You do this, I do this too. Okay. They may have similarities. They may could have similarities. I ain't gonna front. They may could have. But I'm just saying. I feel like we're the parents. We emotionally mature. I say, Mahula, you are far from emotionally mature. Not at all. I get friend vibes from Taylor for sure. Right? We'll see. Because we need another country man to really show to give Taylor a run for his money. Because Alondra banking on Taylor. I said, no, we need to get another bombshell country man. And let's see how this goes. Who may be a tall, dark chocolate. We ain't had a tall, dark chocolate man yet. Everybody a little crispy right now. A little light brights. A country dark chocolate. Man, let's see if Alondra might get that. But we'll see. Feel like we're the parents. Parents of who? Exactly. I said no. I said we around the same age. You are not a parent of me. And last time I checked, my parent is grown, and I ain't come out your cooch. So you are not no freaking parent of nobody. You got one child, and that's a child you still haven't tell Jeremiah yet. So you better move on, boom, boom, move on somewhere else. So Bella, she got emotional because she said she got her experience be emotional, and it's not so much of Nick, but she just like I just feel like I'm just gonna get passed over all the time. Like I was doing just bad, and I was like that. I said, listen, I don't know how strict are you on your like I said, I don't want Bella to get away with none of her boundaries and morals, and that's what she stands for. And that's what she stands for. But my thing is, you get on a show like this, portray one thing, and then switched up like this, and then you upset that you not getting the thing you want from the person that you connect with because you got so much going on. It's hard for him to engage what you like and what you don't like. Give him something to go by. Have a conversation. Because I don't even know much about you other than you say you're Christian, you don't like to kiss the first date, you don't give up like that. And I said, I'm not saying you not to give you. I don't want none of y'all give it up. None of y'all give it up. That's if y'all want to do it. But I'm just saying, Bella, you're not giving much. So I understand maybe you feel like you feel passed over. And maybe some man might be douchebag and they all men like that. If you're not giving up and they feel like you too closed off, they gonna move on to the next. Or they will chase to get it, everything. But based on your body count, you ain't getting that much. So it's like, okay. But I'm not saying to get rid of your morals good, but if you're gonna be here, you gotta show up some more. And not just one archetype of, oh, I'll save myself for somebody. I say, okay. Now how you gonna get far in this experiment? And what? What you gonna do? That's how I was shocked in the preview of this next episode we about to watch tonight. That she was slobbing somebody on the lips. And I said, after you was telling everybody to kiss you in the cheek and you had a chance to do so in the beginning, girl, get out of my face. That's why I said, Bella, whatever. But I'm glad she probably stood up and got out her shell. So Nicholas was happy with his choice with Sierra. Charlie and Bella talked. Right? She changed it up. I'm Bella, and I'm this day. And then she talked this way, and then she talked this way. And I said, girl, you guys are different ways talking. All right. So Alondria and Taylor talked, and she said her love language is gift giving. Giving and receiving gifts. He said his love language is the same thing. And he's a best gift giver. She said, oh, I said, don't start that. Don't start that. Don't say you do it. But then when it comes around, you don't do it. But he said he also tentative. He said he noticed when people like something when they go out shopping and everything. And he said, oh, I won't get that. I said, okay, country boy. So he said, when I like you, I'll trick people. I said, oh, now you're a trick. You tricking? I like Nick and Sierra together. Yes, Nick and Sierra seem like it's more in tune than Bella and Nick and Shelly and Ace. Yes, in that couple, yeah. But that seems like that might happen soon. And we're going to see how his video is when he get his Shelly. We'll see. So she said she like to trick it. She like to trick people if she likes you. She said, oh, you like to trick? I said, oh, don't say that, girl. Don't say that. So Bella said she got to put her foot down when it comes to Nick. I said, what's your foot down? You put down. You told me what you have to say. That's what it is, I guess. And then she said, oh, maybe, I don't know, you have a chance. I said, so what is it? Are you closed off and you said it's done with Nick? Let him know. Don't give him no false hope that he may have something with you if you know you turned off by it. If he chose Sierra, because Sierra said, listen, I like Nick too. What you going to do? What? You like Nick, I like Nick, I'm not letting it go. Until somebody else come around and somebody else step up, Sierra said, no, I like Nick. And Bella is like deterred that Sierra's not budging. And I said, she shouldn't budge either. What, just because you here? I should just say, oh no, I could go with Ace or somebody else. No, I like Nick. Step your pussy game up. She won't put her foot down. I said, go ahead, put your foot down. Could mingle with Clark Reject. He's single. Right? Poor baby Bella. She said, you should communicate with me. You should communicate with me that you feeling her more because you said 50-50. I said, but he did say that he gravitated towards her more because he connected with her more and I haven't get much from you. So what is communication now? I don't feel like it was much communication. I feel like he communicated. My thing, I feel like you wanted him to choose you. That's the problem. Because your past experience of being always get passed over. But I said, dude, this is a beginning process. If you want somebody to choose you more, you got to step up. So Huda and Shelly talk. And this is where Huda was talking about the baby J, right? She said she was going home through her bag, and her baby bracelet came up, and she almost said something about her daughter, and she shut her up. She's like, oh, I'm gonna say that, I'm gonna say that. I said, well, he heard me, and it's like that. And she said, so Shelly said, what's stopping you from saying that? Say it. If he's meant to be, he's meant to be. She said she's scared of his reaction. Now, Shelly is kind of reassuring her to make it seem like he might be cool with it. But I said, Shelly, don't speak for him. Because Jeremiah giving his vibes that he pretended he's good and he's not. Don't speak for him. And there's nothing wrong if he choose not to be with. It's nothing wrong if he choose not to be with someone who has a child. Because that's a lot of people deal breakers. Especially if that person is not taking care of the child in the first place. I wasn't feeling Bella in the dusty her off motion and all that she was giving. Yes, I wasn't feeling Bella in the dusty her shoulders off motion. Yes, that she was giving. Like, girl, you ain't nobody. Like, oh my God, don't do this, do that. Yes, I think Bella is used to resting on her looks. I believe so too. Because she's not an ugly girl, but at the same time, girl, you gotta get more than that. You can't rely on, I can't do this. I'm not that type of girl. Like I said, don't get rid of that if you don't. If that's what you are. But girl, don't. Scared of reaction. I said, listen, Huda, and this is what I'm saying. We're gonna talk about that. You know what fact? They get to the game, and I'm gonna talk about the whole child thing, and we're gonna end it live. I said we're gonna be talking, y'all. It's over 2 hours. Hey, the game. So they talk about comparing numbers and see what's up. So the first question to ask: who cheated the most times? The most people who cheated was Austin. Austin cheated 6 times. Everybody think Austin was a sweet, innocent boy. I say no, he's a pool boy. Shout out to Figure Case Away saying that the Desperate Housewives was loving it because it was one scene that Austin had his black boxer briefs on and he was showing. And I said, oh, chill. Now I don't know what he's giving, something like that. I don't know, maybe because he make me stuff the Figure pants, but whatever. I said, Nicholas, no, Austin. So Nicholas cheated one time. Jeremiah cheated one time. Nicholas had 0, but he was shocked with the number. I said, boy, don't you shocked? Be glad. They said, why are you shocked? But he said he cheated one time. I said, oh, you want to be honest? Okay, you was honest. Fine. Whatever. Shelly cheated one time. She said, listen, it is what it is. I said, I know that's right, Shelly. Sex amount, different people in one day. How many people had sex in one day? The most person said was Austin. Austin said 4 people one day. I said, damn, Austin, what the fuck is he doing? I said, Austin, you're what? Jeremiah Huller said 2 times. Because Nicholas and Shelly said 2. Charlie and Bella said 1. With the cheating the most times, Ace, Charlie, Taylor all had 0. They said, okay, Ace, you never cheated. Young boy like you, don't cheat. I said, okay, we'll see. I mean, maybe because he haven't been in a lot of relationships to cheat, but I don't want to put it on him that he would be doing. Even though he's sexy suave, whatever. C. How many times do you tell somebody you love them? Jeremiah said 10 times. He had the most. A said 0, but he said he lied. He lied. Nicholas said 50 times. I said, damn, Nick. Nick looked like the type he would say he loves you for a while. I don't know. Because you got that crazy personality. So whatever. Huda and Shelly said 2. And Jeremiah said 10. So Huda was looking at her. She said, but every answer, Huda was like, oh, that's okay. It's okay. I said, good. Get some boils with you. Maybe you feel like you feel some way about it. He love bombing people. Why the fuck he's so easy to love people so quickly? And Nick. Now, Bella, you still with Nick? Because Nick said he love bombing people 50 times throughout his life. Now, the nudes. Ace said he shared 3. Taylor said she said 5. Charlie said 0. And then he lied because he said it depends what you say nude. I said nude, naked, photos, what? Like, don't act dense. Clark click reject. Because you act like you was God given for heaven. So I know you were sharing your news. Stop playing. Nicholas said 800 times. I said, damn, Nick, what you giving? Austin said thousands. I said Austin. Oh, no, Austin. Don't do it. Austin. Now, Shelly like here, she said, damn, you make me feel like an angel. The way Austin looked like Austin, I said, damn. I said, listen, don't forget sleep on the skinny boys. Because Austin's tall and skinny. But he know, hey, slagger. I said, Austin, do you have a trick freak Twitter page? It's for research purposes. Charlie, with your nerves, friend. I don't know why. Because, I like to give people nicknames. And he was acting like he's a suave, like all this, he all that. Now, the body count. Oh, Bella said 0. Bella said no nudes. Huda said 20. Shelly said 5. Alondra said 15. And Sierra said 5. Now, body count. Charlie said 108. 108. I said, oh. So your body count is 108. But you say you share no nudes? Oh, yeah. Those tall and slim dudes, a lot of them be packing. Don't say that I ain't saying. Because they don't make up for the body meat. They make up for the meat down there. I know that's right. Taylor said 21. Nick said 22. Jeremiah said 32. Ace said 25. Austin said 104. I said Austin. I say you've been giving those ladies one for their money at that freaking P-boy. You know what? Shout out to KZA, the Desperate Housewife. Oh yeah, so that husband going around to work and you a pool boy, they freaking in the freaking door. And especially when they see him when he had a nice body, because Austin got a nice body. Now he does talk. Let me stop. Because I don't have the best of voice either way. But he said, I want to get to know you and this, that. And I say, yeah, that's that little soft, little bumpkin, little white trash, and little talk you want to talk about. He not white trash. I'm just saying. I'm just talking, y'all. I'm just talking this. It's not bad. Like I said, boss of the pool boy. So pool boys do. Like, listen, clean my pool and clean the pool down there. I don't know. That's right. Rock the box while cleaning my pool boy. And he know he getting paid because he getting paid to clean the pool and he spinning pools. It's a Mizzle. Stop it. I said, I don't know, like, you said thousands. 104. Now, Bella said 1. Alondra said 8. Huda said 13. Sierra said 18. Shelly said 12. So the guys won the game. The ladies are shocked about Austin. They are shocked. They said, damn, Austin, you pretending you're just an innocent little boy. I said, how innocent can be when he a poo boy? Paid and laying. Exactly. He's paying and he laying them. He paid the poo boy and he laying them out. So he said, if you don't want nothing, let's just fucking this quarter of the day. I said, oh, you just talking like that, huh? All right. So Huda felt like Jeremiah's love bombing her. I said, oh, so you realize that he love bombing you, but yet you so obsessed and want to be with him, huh? Right? So then she took Ace's side eye on Jeremiah because Ace was trying to. Ace was being messy. He said, "Yo, if you how you feel if she told you the guy he was whack or he was good and he come and sleep with you and stuff like that, he would be messy with the question." But at the same time, he was trying to fill him out because Jeremiah said that's a stupid question. I said maybe it could be stupid, but he filling you out because act like you trying to pretend like it would have bother you. Yes, it will bother you because most men's ego get crushed. And the woman said you're not good at bad. Especially if you rely on your sex appeal and your sex performance, and they say you whack, your ego get crushed. Or she ain't gonna say that because I'm gonna make her put it down. I said, boy, bye, get the fuck out of here. So I said, so he he love bombing you, yo, right? And usually with a lot of guys love bombing you so early in the relationship, you gotta run. You gotta be careful because it's an agenda. That has an agenda. They have an agenda. So with this child thing, my thing is, if you have a child, you should tell the person straight up front. I understand that Huda wants to fill people out and see how they feel. It's not to be rejected. But I said, you know what? At this day and age, you don't need to be filling nobody out to get your emotion vested. Because at the end of the day, your child comes first, no matter what. So you don't need to fill nobody out. Let it straight know. I have a child, or you can deal with it or not. Point blank. Before you get invested in Jeremiah. Because based on the reaction, and if we want to watch the next episode in a few minutes, I have a feeling that he may not be okay with that. Or he pretends to be okay and then drop you in a bad habit when he finds somebody better than you. And I bet you, moving forward, he will ask every woman that he been with, moving forward in his villa, oh, you have a child now. Because you decide to hold on for it. I don't care if it's 3 hours, 3 days, 3 minutes, 30 hours, 60 days. Tell me you have a child right up. Straight off the bat. But at the end of the day, your child is the most important. Why you need to hide it? If that's it's not your full identity. Being a mother father is not your whole identity. However, if that's you not afraid of that, and that you're not afraid of being a mom, and you're joyous, and that's how you like, why are you afraid to say it? Rejection gonna happen. Like Shelly told you, rejection gonna happen. That's part of life. You'll get to take someone. You'll get to take someone's decision away by holding information so they can like you and then drop the bomb and they say no, don't get mad, and then you get mad when they react in the way you don't think they should react. No. Having a child is an important thing. And you should know whether you could deal with someone who has a child or not. Now, Huda, you and Jeremiah claims y'all love each other and like each other. Right? What have y'all been talking about? Because you could have got your answers if you didn't want to straight up say, do you have a child? You could have got your answer. Women are smart. You could get your answers by asking questions and keeping mental notes of what the guy said. And listen to what they say the first time. Don't trick yourself in thinking that he will make change. No. You could have said, all right, a lot of them said they want big families or families. They want to create a family. They want to create a family of their own. The question you could have asked, what the family means to you? What the family look like? What is your vision of family? Give me examples of a family. Because most men want a family, but they want a family with their own DNA. Some might adopt, Some might adopt. Some might be able to take care of a woman or somebody else who have a child. But a lot of them don't. What does the family look like to you? Give me examples. Another follow question you could ask, if you don't want to say you have a child right off the bat, say, would you be okay if you have a family with someone whose child is not biologically yours? Instead of fucking laying in bed, kissing and smooching on the damn time, ask the question, especially if you have a child at a point in your life. Because no matter what happened, if you get a call about your child, you got to drop everything to go to tend to your child. And I'm not a parent, but I got nieces and nephews. If they need me, I'm going to be there. Especially they want to know my niece and nephew are close to me. They love me and I love them dearly. Even though we'll see each other all the time. But they need me and they call me, I'll be there. As an uncle. Imagine if I'm on child. Yes, I'm going to be there. So, you can ask them questions. Will you be okay being with someone who has a child that's biologically yours? Because most men will say no. Then that's your answer. No. Then I don't have to waste my time with you. If they say they want their own biological kids, then it's your answer. Would they be okay have somebody who has a child and they be willing to be a step parent and they feel like a family is no matter how you build with it? Then maybe that's the type of person you would probably give a chance to. But I feel like that should be the first question you ask. Or just straight say, look, at this point, Huda, yeah, you know now, everybody who comes on the show go see this episode and know you have a child. Don't pretend no more anymore. Don't pretend now. Now, if they approach you, they understand you already have a child. And when he said, you have a child? How old are you? You 24? She said, yes. And she was dragging it. She said, you know, I love you, right? And we know we're emotionally mature. And I just want, you know, it is. And he said, girl, spit it out. And I was saying, spit it out too. Good to say it. I have a child. He said, and then he was like this. And then people online and get upset of his reaction. I said, what the fuck y'all upset for? Because some of y'all got deal breakers too with children. Because the roles were reversed. If he had a child and he hit that from a woman, y'all would have berated him online. Y'all would be like, oh! Doing decent statements. Y'all would have done decent papers on him. Y'all would have wrote decent papers on his ass on Twitter. Your asses will write decent statements if he had a child and he had that for Huda. But now because of Huda, y'all like her, he should be okay with that. F out of here. No, he should not be okay with that. Especially that she had him invested. Now, granted, I don't really like him like that anyway because I feel like he is playing around, act like he is being a guy. I think he has airport tendencies. And try to play funk like he this great guy and act like he wouldn't be respectful. And I said, no, Jeremiah, you're not trying to play us. You trying to act like this so you can have the long games. You can stay there and everybody can vote for you to stay in the villa. No, we can see right through your ass. But he don't have to stay with you, Huda, because you hit that for him. It's not your whole identity, but that's part of your life. And my next question for you, I said, why you feel like you couldn't tell me in the beginning? If I said no, that's part of life. So we about to watch the fourth episode. And we'll see how that goes. But any last thoughts about what I think? I hope y'all enjoyed this 2 hours. Any last thing? Anything I missed? I may have missed something because it's 3 questions. It was three episodes, 3 hours long each. I may miss some details, but I think I grasped everything. How you feel about the cast? But anything? Replay game. I appreciate y'all. Let me know how y'all feel. I will continue to review Love Island. Like I said, Love Island comes on almost every day. So we'll get more videos of this until it ends. So maybe I'll probably do every 3 episodes so we keep it steady and whatnot. But sorry, y'all. Bear with me. I appreciate y'all on Friday night. Y'all can come with me anywhere. Y'all sit with me and whatnot. Replay game. Make sure you hit that like button. Hopefully, maybe I'll keep the picture up for the. No, what? I don't keep the picture up because it might be some people might get eliminated and new people come up and I gotta try to find pictures. I said, listen, this is what it is. Y'all know what they look like. So next time we talk about it, we can just talk. What time we watching? Give me. I'm about to end this live. Give me until 11 o'clock. Give me like 10 or 15 minutes because I had to do something for my mother first, and then we be on it. I gotta make my dinner to eat while we watch the episode. So give me a little 15 minutes. I'll be on Discord. I will click on Discord. Y'all can join me there, and then I can watch the episode. But give me like 10 or 15 minutes. I'll be on. Yep. But until further ado, appreciate y'all. Hopefully we have more conversations, especially with more things happening, when drama start happening and more controversy. And I also look at Twitter and see what people are saying so I can bring that to my reviews. And cool. Until then, I appreciate y'all. Love y'all for coming through. Thank you for Case Away. Even though you're at work, you still participate in everything. And even if I feel like you okay for listening, I appreciate you. Empress. And everybody who's watching the bushes, thank you for skill as Uber Fetch that came through. Hope you see you more in the future. And everybody else who watch me in the background. Please hit that like button. And I'll talk to you later. Peace out. All right, later.